أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الذين قالوا ربنا الله ثم استقاموا تتنزل عليهم الملائكة ألا تخافوا ولا تحزنوا وأبشروا بالجنة التي كنتم توعدون. نحن أولياؤكم في الحياة الدنيا وفي الآخرة ولكم فيها ما تشتهي أنفسكم ولكم فيها ما تدعون. نزلا من غفور رحيم. ومن أحسن قولا ممن دعا إلى الله وعمل صالحا وقال إنني من المسلمين. ولا تستوي الحسنة ولا السيئة ادفع بالتي هي أحسن فإذا الذي بينك وبينه عداوة كأنه ولي حميم. صدق الله العظيم.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning to all of you. Your Excellency, Dr. Muhammad Muizur, President of the Republic of Maldives, Mr. Hussein Niazi, the Auditor General of Maldives, Honorable Ministers, Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Suhabahim, and it is my privilege to serve as your Master of Ceremonies on behalf of the Auditor General's Office of the Maldives. It is also my great pleasure to welcome you to the official closing ceremony of the symposium on strengthening the capacity of Supreme Audit Institutions in small island developing states to audit the implementation of the Sustainable Development Goals and the opening ceremony of the IDI Global Summit. We extend our sincere appreciation to Ms. Aisha Naba Nihal, a grade 10 student of Ukura School, for the beautiful recitation of the Holy Quran, with which today's ceremony commenced. Over the past 3 days, the symposium has brought together leaders of Supreme Audit Institutions, development partners, international organizations, and experts from across the globe to exchange knowledge, strengthen partnerships, and advance collective efforts towards achieving Sustainable Development Goals. The valuable
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Maldives, Dr. Mohammad Muiz, heads of Supreme Audit institutions, honorable ministers, and honorable members of Parliament, Representative Chair of the InterSci, Ms. Manal Muhammad Hairi, Director General of the InterSci Development Initiative, Mr. Aina Gorison, Representative from UNDESA, Ms. Aranzazu Montero, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning. It is my great honor to welcome you to this special occasion that marks both the closing of the UNDESA SIDS SAI's symposium and the opening of the IDA Global Summit. On behalf of all the participants, I would like to express our sincere appreciation to His Excellency President Dr. Mohammad Muiz for taking time from his very busy schedule to grace this event. Thank you, President. Your presence reflects the importance that the Maldives places on accountability and good governance. Dear colleagues, over the past few days, we have been privileged to host a truly diverse and distinguished gathering. We were joined by 11 heads of Supreme Audit institutions, 46 international participants, and 50 participants from the Maldives, bringing together leaders, practitioners, development partners, and experts committed to advancing public sector accountability in small island developing states. The SIDS Symposium provided an important platform for dialogue on issues that are central to the future of island nations. Discussions focused on strengthening the contribution of SAIs to the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals, enhancing public financial management and fiscal sustainability, also improving oversight of public debt and advancing the role of audit in addressing climate and environmental challenges. These themes are not abstract policy issues for SIDS. They are matters that directly influence our resilience, economic stability, and the well-being of our people. For small island developing states, the stakes are particularly high. Our nations face unique vulnerabilities arising from climate change, geographic isolation, constrained resources, and increasing development pressures. At the same time, we must manage growing public expectations while ensuring that limited resources deliver maximum value. Effective, independent, and forward-looking Supreme Audit institutions, therefore, have a vital role in helping governments make informed decisions and achieve the sustainable development outcomes. In this regard, we are deeply appreciative of the support provided by the InterSci Development Initiative, IDI, through its extensive programs, technical guidance, mentoring, and peer learning opportunities. IDI has been instrumental in helping many SIDS SAIs build our institutional capacity and expand our audit capabilities. The Global Summit that begins today provides another valuable opportunity for learning, collaboration, and collective progress. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, this morning is also particularly significant to the Auditor General's Office of the Maldives as we launch our strategic plan for the next 4 years, 2026 to 2029. The new strategy sets out our vision for a modern, relevant, and impactful Supreme Audit institution. It focuses on strategic priorities, including focusing on public debt auditing, climate change and environmental auditing, performance auditing of public policies, projects and programs, and also information systems audits, forensic audits, and special audits. Our strategy also focuses on capacity building, technology integration, the use of modern auditing practices, and strengthening national and international collaboration for better audit impact. These priorities reflect both the Maldives' development aspirations and the evolving demands on modern national audit institutions. Grounded in the national context and development pathway, they focus on fiscal sustainability, effective public programs, and the protection of public resources through strong accountability and integrity. Through this strategy, we, the Auditor General's Office, aim to remain responsive to national priorities while providing independent assurance and insights that support the Parliament, the government, and also our people. As we embark on this journey, we are grateful for the support and trust extended to us by the government of the Maldives and the People's Majlis. We look forward to continued support in strengthening the institutional capacity, technical expertise, and the resources required to successfully deliver the strategic vision and serve the nation more effectively. Before I conclude, allow me once again to extend our appreciation to His Excellency Dr. Mohammad Muiz for honoring us with his presence this morning. I would also like to thank UNDESA and IDI for their confidence placed upon us to host these conferences and for their continued commitment and support to Supreme Audit institutions, especially the Supreme Audit institutions from small island developing states. I extend my appreciation to all the participants, panelists, and speakers for their valuable contributions, and to the organizing team from the Auditor General's Office and the Island Council of Ukulas for their dedication in making this gathering a success. As we conclude the UNDESA SIDS Symposium and commence the IDI Global Summit, I wish you all productive and meaningful dialogue in the days ahead. Thank you, and wassalamu alaikum.
Thank you, Mr. Niazi. It is now my pleasure to invite the Director General of the Intersite Development Initiative, Mr. Aina Gorison, to deliver the opening remarks and officially open the IDI Global Summit. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Aina Gorison.
Thank you. Your Excellency, Dr. Mohammad Moiso, President of the Republic of the Maldives. Mr. Hussein Niazi, Auditor General of the Auditor General's Office of the Maldives. Your Excellency, Ms. Manal Mohammed Khairi Mohammed Abdallah, Vice President of the Accountability State Authority of the Arab Republic of Egypt and representative of the Intersite Chair. Mrs. Arantxa Gulan Montero, Senior Governance Official at UNDESA. Distinguished ministers, dignitaries, heads of the Supreme Audit institutions, dear delegates, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to you all. It's truly a great pleasure for me to welcome you to the IDI Global Summit 2026. Allow me first to express my sincere appreciation to the Auditor General of the Maldives and his fantastic staff for making us feel so welcome here, for your hospitality and impeccable arrangements in this beautiful location. I also extend my heartfelt gratitude to His Excellency, the President, for making your time available to join us here today. It's truly appreciated. Your participation in this opening ceremony demonstrates the importance that leaders of different institutions place on strengthening supreme audit institutions and their unique position in the accountability ecosystem in the respective countries. Indeed, I would say, ladies and gentlemen, that accountability and strong supreme audit institutions is more important than ever. This in light of what we see globally with that loss in trust in institutions and in democracy. And supreme audit institutions are a major player in this. To all of you that have traveled from across the globe, thank you for joining us. We also appreciate the online attendance for taking the time to be with us from different time zones. Your presence and interest reflects our shared commitment to addressing the opportunities and challenges facing small island developing countries, as well as the public administration and the SEI's supreme audit institutions that serve the citizens. Over the next 2 days, we will explore the significant body of work that has already been undertaken to better understand the unique context of SIDS and the role of SEIs in contributing to sustainable development and resilient governance. For the IDI, we are very proud to be part of this journey, along with so many other INTOSAI bodies, INTOSAI regions, development partners, and key stakeholders, many of which are with us in person here today. Speaking of INTOSAI bodies, I would also allow me to thank the INTOSAI Capacity Building Committee, the CBC, that has identified many challenges and solutions of supreme audit institutions in SIDS to adhere to international auditing standards. This has triggered a wide discussion within the International Organization of Supreme Audit Institutions on how we can actually support SIDS in this endeavor. Through our engagement with SEIs and SIDS, we have sought to better understand the realities, their strengths, and the specific capacity development support they require. The challenges facing SIDS are diverse: limited human and financial resources, geographical isolation, vulnerability to climate change and external shocks, and increasingly complex governance environments, and they all place significant demands on public institutions, including supreme audit institutions. Yet, ladies and gentlemen, these challenges are matched by inspiring examples of innovation, resilience, and impact. Many supreme audit institutions in SIDS have demonstrated that meaningful change is possible through strong leadership, collaboration, and a clear focus on public value. Across our work in the IDI, we remain committed to supporting independent, well-governed, professional, and relevant supreme audit institutions. The unique challenges of SEIs in SIDS require tailored approaches to support them in a meaningful way. That includes our work in several areas, such as independence, strategic management, stakeholder engagement, tech and AI in public auditing, audit quality management, professionalization of SI auditors, and auditing the SDGs, to mention a few. This summit provides us with an opportunity not only to reflect on these experiences, but also to identify sustainable pathways for the future. Together, we can explore how to strengthen the accountability ecosystem in which SEIs operate, deepen collaboration with key stakeholders, and reinforce the unique role of SEIs in promoting accountability, transparency, and the sound management of public resources in the challenging and complex contexts where they operate. Ultimately, our shared ambition is to ensure that supreme audit institutions in SIDS are well positioned to continue to be strong institutions, promote effective governance and democracy, and better outcomes for the citizens. I wish us all productive discussions over the next 2 days, and I look forward to the insights, partnerships, and practical solutions that will emerge from this summit. Many thanks for the attention.
Thank you, Mr. Gorison. It is now my pleasure to invite Her Excellency Ms. Manal Mohammad Khairi, Vice President of the Accountability State Authority of the Arab Republic of Egypt, to deliver a special address. Your Excellency.
Your Excellency, Dr. Mohammed Moiz, President of the Republic of the Maldives, Your Excellencies, Ministers of the Republic of the Maldives, Your Excellency, Mr. Hussein Niazi, Auditor General of the Republic of the Maldives, Mr. Inar Gorison, Director General of the INTOSAI Development Initiative, Excellencies, Heads of Supreme Audit Institutions, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to welcome you all to the opening of this global summit on behalf of His Excellency Councillor Mohammed El Faisal Youssef, President of the Accountability State Authority of Egypt, and chair of the International Organization of Supreme Audit Institutions, INTOSAI, I extend my sincere appreciation to the Republic of Maldives, its presidency, government, and people for hosting this important event. I would also like to express my gratitude to the Supreme Audit Institution of the Maldives and to the IDI for their dedicated efforts in organizing this summit. Their commitment reflects our shared conviction that investing in the capacity of Supreme Audit institutions is ultimately an investment on the future of governance, sustainable development, and institutional resilience. Today, I am pleased to join you at this distinguished international gathering, which brings together leaders of Supreme Audit institutions, development partners, and international organizations to discuss an issue that has become one of the key priorities of the INTOSAI community, which is building sustainable institutional ecosystems that enable Supreme Audit institutions to become more future-ready and better equipped to respond to a world undergoing rapidly accelerating transformation. Ladies and gentlemen, this summit represents an opportunity to translate the vision endorsed by our professional community during the 25th INCOSAI in Sharm el-Sheikh into practical actions. It reflects our collective commitment to ensuring that INTOSAI remains an organization capable not only of adapting to the future, but also of empowering all its members to help shape it. The Sharm el-Sheikh Declaration marked a significant milestone in INTOSAI's journey. Its significance lies not merely in introducing new ideas, but in reaffirming a fundamental truth. Supreme Audit institutions cannot effectively fulfill their mandates if they approach the future with the tools of the past or simply react to change after it occurs. Future readiness has therefore become an institutional imperative rather than a performance improvement initiative. Today, we are not starting from scratch. Rather, we are building upon what has been accomplished through years of continuous institutional efforts, drawing inspiration from INTOSAI's achievements in embedding a culture of foresight within the organization, and firmly believing that its strength has always lain in the continuity of its mission and the synergy of roles among its members. Egypt's chairmanship of INTOSAI, represented by the Accountability State Authority, views this stage as one of transition from formulating strategic direction to creating tangible impact. Strategic orientation, however precise and ambitious, this may be only acquire the true value when translated into effective policies, practical programs, influential partnership, and institutional practice that produce a measurable impact on the performance of Supreme Audit institutions. An impact that is ultimately reflected in the quality of public administration, the efficiency of resource management, and the strengthening of citizens' trust in their institutions. Distinguished participants, the world in which our institutions focus on today differs fundamentally from the world in which many of them were founded. Crises have become more complex and interconnected. Against this backdrop, the central question is no longer how can Supreme Audit institutions improve their tools? Rather, it is how can they build institutions capable of continuous evolution regardless of what the future may bring. Herein lies the essence of the concept of future readiness, It is not merely a matter of predicting what will happen, but rather of building institutions that possess the agility, competence, and capacity for learning needed to respond to any change, whatever its nature or pace. Ladies and gentlemen, perhaps one of the truest testaments of this commitment is what we witnessed at the 25th Intosai Congress in Sharm el-Sheikh. The Intosai chairmanship was keen to ensure that the supreme audit institutions of small island developing states were part of this global dialogue, including some institutions that had not yet enjoined the organization's membership. This was no mere protocol gesture. It was an expression of a firm conviction that the future of Intosai is built not only by those present today, but also by for whom we prepare a place at the table tomorrow. The choice of promising island states at the focus of this summit carries a significance that extends beyond its immediate theme. It embodies Intosai's commitment to ensuring that its agenda reflects the diverse needs and priorities of its members, and that remains an inclusive professional platform offering equal opportunities for participation and the exchange of expertise. This stems from a deep-rooted belief that capacity building is a process of mutual learning. Just as we share our expertise, the experience these states offer in strengthening institutional resilience, adapting to challenges, and innovating under resource constraints represent an added value that enriches Intosai's collective experience and enhances its ability to keep pace with the future. Distinguished guests, what brings us together today goes beyond the discussion of technical topics or the exchange of professional expertise. It reflects a shared conviction that supreme audit institutions have become key partners in strengthening nations' capacity to face the future. The more independent, efficient, and forward-looking our audit institutions are in anticipating risks, the better equipped governments become to make sound decisions, and the more capable societies become of achieving sustainable development and reinforcing citizens' trust in state institutions. On this basis, Egypt's chairmanship of Intosai believes that the coming stage must rest on three key pillars. First, strengthening cooperation among supreme audit institutions as the foremost source of capacity development. Experience has shown that the most impactful knowledge is that which passes from one institution to another and from one practical experience to the next within a framework of trust and mutual respect that takes into account differing national context and varying priorities and capabilities. Second, embedding a culture of institutional innovation, not as an end in itself, but as a means of improving performance, enhancing efficiency, and responding to new challenges. True innovation is not measured by the number of technologies deployed, but by our ability to apply them responsibly in ways that add genuine value to audit work while preserving the professional principles that form the foundation of our institutions. Third, expand partnerships with international and regional institutions and development partners driven by the firm conviction that the challenges facing supreme audit institutions have grown too great for any single institutions to confirm alone. Cooperation is no longer a complementary option. It has become a strategic imperative for ensuring the sustainability of capacity building, strengthening knowledge exchange, and delivering tangible impact on the ground. It is in this spirit that the MAIT initiative for artificial intelligence was put forward by the Accountability State Authority at the 25th Intosai Congress in Sharm el-Sheikh. Embodying these pillars in a practical framework that combines cooperation, innovation, and partnership in the conviction that capacity building is no longer a standalone activity, but an integrated institutional pathway that strengthens the readiness of supreme audit institutions to meet the challenges of the future. Distinguished attendees, over long years of dedicated work, the IDI has proven that investing in people is the most sustainable investment of all. Its role has not been confined to organizing training programs or developing professional tools. It has helped instill a new culture within the Intosai community, founded on the understanding that capacity development is a continuous process and that the success of any supreme audit institution is a success of the organization as a whole. From this podium, I extend my sincere appreciation to the IDI, its leadership and its team for the devoted efforts in supporting supreme audit institutions and for their close partnership with the organization, which stands as a successful model of integration between strategic vision and practical implementation. I also extend my appreciation to our partners from the United Nations, international financial institutions, regional organizations, and all those who believe that supreme audit institutions constitute a fundamental pillar for achieving good governance, promoting transparency, and supporting the implementation of sustainable development goals. Ladies and gentlemen, what we look forward to from this summit is not limited to issuing new recommendations or exchanging views on existing challenges. Rather, it lies in building a shared understanding of how to move from diagnosing challenges to designing solutions, from isolated initiatives to an integrated system of sustainable cooperation. I am confident that the sessions of this summit will offer rich insights and diverse expertise reflecting the accumulated experience of the Intosai community and will help crystallize practical ideas that can be built upon the coming stage, strengthening the readiness of supreme audit institutions and supporting their capacity to fulfill their mission with efficiency and effectiveness. In this context, Egypt's chairmanship of Intosai affirms its full commitment to continuing to work with all members, with IDI, and with all our international partners to translate what we agree upon into programs of action, into sustainable institutional cooperation, and into results felt by every supreme audit institution, regardless of the size of its resource or its geographic location, especially our theme today about building sustainable ecosystems for future-ready supreme audit institutions in small island developing states. We do not view the future merely as a challenge to prepare for. We see it as an opportunity to reshape audit work on foundations that are more agile, more innovative, and more inclusive. Distinguished attendees, Intosai's journey of more than 7 decades has taught us that the strength of our organization has never resided in its organization structure alone, nor solely in its professional standards, but in the spirit of solidarity that has united its members in their belief that knowledge sharing is the shortest path to building stronger institutions and that the success of any supreme audit institution adds strength to the entire Intosai community. Today, as we open the proceeding of this summit, We renew this commitment and affirm that the future of our organization will remain contingent upon our ability to work together, to learn from one another, to invest in new generations of audit leadership, to build systems capable of adapting to the future, and to shape a better future for public audit across the world. In closing, I renew my sincere thanks and appreciation to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of the Maldives, for his gracious patronage of this summit, to the government and people of the Maldives for their warm welcome and generous hospitality, and to the Supreme Audit Institution of the Republic of Maldives and the IDI for their excellent organization and preparation. I look forward to this summit delivering practical outcomes that strengthen SAI's readiness and deepen cooperation across INTOSAI, prove that the future of audit is built through partnership in service of citizens and good governance. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. We now have the pleasure of hearing a special message from the General Secretariat of INTOSAI, Ms. Silke Steiner.
Your Excellencies, Dr. Mohammed Muizu, President of the Republic of the Maldives, Mr. Hussein Niazi, Auditor General of the Republic of the Maldives, Councillor Mr. Mohammed El Faisal Youssef, President of the Accountability State Authority of Egypt and Chair of INTOSAI, Mr. Einar Gorison, Director General of the IDI, distinguished heads of Supreme Audit Institutions, ladies and gentlemen. Warm greetings to all of you from Vienna. Unfortunately, I cannot join you in person in the beautiful Maldives today, but it is my pleasure to welcome you on behalf of the INTOSAI General Secretariat to the IDI Global Summit 2026. Your focus on building sustainable, future-ready SCIs in small island developing states could not be more timely. Building on the UNDESA SCI Maldives workshop, this summit focuses on the long-term resilience of SCIs in small island developing states. This summit comes at a critical moment. Worldwide, SCIs face growing complexity, climate change, economic uncertainty, digital transformation, and the rise of artificial intelligence. At the same time, citizens expect greater transparency, accountability, and effective use of public resources. For small island developing states, these challenges are even greater and call for tailored approaches. And this is why the theme of this summit is so relevant. While the core principles of SCI, independence, professionalism, and integrity are universal, strong institutions must always reflect national circumstances. Across the world, SCIs promote accountability, improve public administration, increase transparency, and support sound public financial management through independent and evidence-based auditing. In small island developing states, this role is especially wide. Limited resources and unique circumstances demand approaches that fit local realities and needs. One of INTOSAI's greatest strengths has always been cooperation, in line with our motto, mutual experience benefits all. And this summit's focus on sustainable capacity development reflects a shared INTOSAI priority. Building sustainable ecosystems requires more than technical expertise. The INTOSAI General Secretariat is fully committed to supporting these efforts, together with the INTOSAI Chair, the IDI, our regional organizations, and our UN partners. By working together, we strengthen not only individual SCIs, but the global public auditing community as a whole. Ladies and gentlemen, I encourage you to make the most of this opportunity, to share experiences, strengthen cooperation, and build the capacity and resilience of SCIs in small island developing states. Finally, let me once again express my sincere thanks to the SCI Maldives, the IDI, UNDESA, the INTOSAI Chair, and all partners whose dedication made this summit possible. I wish you productive discussions and every success in your important work. The Intersite General Secretariat looks forward to continuing our collaboration with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Tainer. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to a significant milestone in today's program, the official launch of the strategic plan of the Auditor General's Office. May I respectfully invite His Excellency Dr. Mohammad Moiz, President of the Republic of Maldives, together with Mr. Hussein Niazi, Auditor General of Maldives, to officiate the launch. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my distinct honor to invite His Excellency Dr. Mohammad Moizu, President of the Republic of Maldives, to deliver the presidential address. Your Excellency.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalam ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Auditor General of Maldives, Mr. Hussein Niazi, representative of the Chair of Intersite, Ms. Manal Muhammad Khairi, Director General of IDI, Mr. Aina Gorison, representative of UNDESA, Ms. Aranzazu Gian Montero, heads of Supreme Audit Institutions, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to you all. Let me begin by welcoming all our distinguished heads of SAIS and other international guests participating in the symposium on strengthening the capacity of Supreme Audit Institutions in small island developing states to audit the implementation of the Sustainable Development Goals and the IDI Global Summit 2026 here in Oculus. As you conclude the SIDS SIs Symposium and embark on the IDI Global Summit, allow me to express my sincere appreciation to every one of you for your valuable contributions over the past days. I extend my deepest gratitude to the Auditor General's Office of the Maldives, UNDESA, Intersite Development Initiative, our development partners, and every participating Supreme Audit Institution for bringing together this group of experts to discuss a subject of utmost importance to small island developing states. As I understood, your conversations here have gone far beyond technical discussions. They have addressed questions that will define the future of SIDS: how we finance resilience, how we govern responsibly, how we strengthen public trust, and ultimately, how we secure a sustainable future for our people. These are not merely policy decisions. These are questions of survival. Every one of you here today would agree, for small island developing states like ours, climate change is not a distant projection. It is a daily reality. It shapes our economies. It challenges our infrastructure. It threatens our coastlines, and it tests the resilience of our communities. Yet, if climate change is our greatest shared challenge, good governance must become our greatest shared strength. Today, resilience can no longer be measured solely by the height of our sea walls or the scale of our infrastructure. True resilience is built upon strong institutions. It is reflected in responsible fiscal management. It is strengthened through transparency. And it is sustained by confidence that citizens place in their governments. This is why the work of supreme audit institutions has never been more important. Around the world, governments are investing unprecedented resources into climate adaptation, infrastructure, digital transformation, and social development. Every dollar entrusted by citizens and every dollar provided by development partners must achieve its intended purpose. Accountability is therefore not an administrative obligation. It is a strategic national asset. Strong oversight creates confidence. Confidence attracts investment. Investment accelerates development, and development strengthens resilience. In this way, accountability becomes an engine of progress. The thematic discussions held here reminded us that sustainable development and fiscal sustainability are inseparable. Many states face difficult choices between investing in the future while managing debt, responding to emergencies while maintaining long-term stability, and protecting vulnerable communities while preserving economic growth. These are challenges the Maldives understands well. Despite significant global economic uncertainty and external pressures, we have remained committed to honoring our financial obligations while continuing to invest in our nation's future. This requires discipline. It requires long-term planning, and above all, it requires confidence in our institutions. Our experience reinforces an important lesson. Economic resilience is not achieved by avoiding challenges. It is achieved by governing wisely through them. The future of governance will also be shaped by technology. Digital transformation offers states an unprecedented opportunity to overcome many of the structural constraints associated with geography, distance, and limited capacity. Maldives 2.0 vision represents our commitment to building a modern, citizen-centered digital state. We believe technology should not merely digitize government, it should transform governance itself. Digital platforms can strengthen transparency. Data can improve decision-making. Artificial intelligence can enhance public service delivery. And digital public infrastructure can deepen trust between government and citizens. Technology is therefore not simply an innovation agenda. It is a governance agenda. It is a development agenda. And for many states, it is a resilience agenda. Distinguished guests, for the Maldives, environmental stewardship is not separate from economic development. It is the foundation upon which our prosperity rests. Our oceans, coral reefs, fisheries, and marine ecosystems are not only treasures of nature, they are pillars of our national economy. Protecting our national capital requires more than environmental commitment. It requires sound governance, effective implementation, and robust public oversight. Only when these work together can sustainability become lasting prosperity. As this symposium now gives way to the IDI Global Summit, I hope that the spirit of collaboration we have built here in the Maldives will continue to grow. No small island developing state can face today's challenges alone. But together, we possess something far greater than our individual capacities. We possess collective wisdom, collective experience, and collective determination. But by sharing knowledge, strengthening institutions, and supporting one another, we multiply our ability to deliver meaningful change for our people. Ladies and gentlemen, seeds are too often described through the language of vulnerability. Yet, our history tells us a different story. We are nations that have crossed oceans, adapted to changing tides, and built vibrant societies despite extraordinary constraints. Our greatest strength has never been the size of our land. It has always been the strength of our people, the determination of our institutions, and the courage to act with vision. If we continue to invest with integrity, strengthen accountability, promote transparency, embrace innovation, and work together in genuine partnership, then future generations will inherit not merely more resilient states, but stronger democracies, healthier economies, and more hopeful societies. Let this gathering be remembered not simply as another conference. Let it be remembered as a moment when small island developing states reaffirmed that good governance is the foundation of sustainable development, that accountability is the currency of trust, and that together we can transform vulnerability into opportunity. The future will not be defined by the challenges we face. It will be defined by the choices we make. May those choices be guided by wisdom. May they be strengthened by partnership. And may they leave a legacy worthy of generations that will follow. I thank you very much. Wassalamu alaikum.
Thank you, Your Excellency. May I kindly request everyone to rise for the national anthem of the Republic of Maldives.
Salam, Aumi Bahum Ginahe.